Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to go over the shoes that I picked up yesterday. I did quite a bit of thrifting, actually two stores, but spent about $300. So I'm not going to go over all of it at once. I figured I would do a live haul of the shoes I picked up, and then probably split the clothes up into two videos, I think. So this is all from actually one Goodwill and one Volunteers of America. The Volunteers was kind of picked over because the day before it was a 50% off sale that I didn't know about. So that was okay. And then we went to a Goodwill that I almost passed on, which would have been a big mistake because we did really well there. Um, the shoes is like a lot of bread and butter, like good bread and butter items, nothing real crazy, but I'll show you what I got and how much I'm paying for it. Right away, I'm gonna go through all the Clarks first because I seemed to get like 6 or 7 pair yesterday, and they are just they're real bread and butter for me. So I paid $4 for these. These are just regular Clarks. I think that light's gonna be too bright. Let me yeah, that's better. All right, these are just like black mules. I paid four. I don't remember the color. These were actually $4.99, but I think I'll price these at like $24.99. They ship in a padded flat rate. So I probably should have put my phone on airplane mode first. But anyways, $4.99. Those will go like be $24.99. These actually aren't Clarks. These are that brand Soft. It's SOFFT. I picked these up for $4, $3.99. So I'm still waiting to see how these do. I know I've sold them before. They don't seem to go as quickly, but they're like very similar to the Borns that I pick up. So I figured they have to sell, even if it's a bit slower. These both are Clark's Bendables. One like a loafer, not a penny loafer, but just like a regular loafer. And these were $3.99. These maroon, leather, and suede ones are a little bit on the smaller side, but they were only $2.99, and they're in really good shape. So these are both. I like them most Clarks up to I want to say like a 9.5, maybe even bigger depending on the shape. Will always ship in a padded flat rate, so it's real easy to ship, and you know what it's going to cost. So when it comes to accepting offers, you're not like guessing on how much you'll make. These, I believe, these are also Clark Bendables, but because of the condition, the shape, the size, I priced these a bit higher. These might be the ones that sold already. I know I sold a pair of Mary Jane Clark's heels for $29.99, but these cost $3.99 at the Volunteers, so that was a good pickup. And this last pair is the Clark's collection. Actually, I think these are the ones that sold for $29.99. This is Clark's collection, brown loafer, Velcro strap, $3.99, real clean. So that was also a good buy. I did get a pair of men's Clark's loafers, and pretty good shape. They had some light creasing, not too much wear. I tried the bend test. The soles are good, inside is good, and these are very light. Surprisingly, like if you got a shoe like this, like a Bostonian shoe like this, it would be at least 2 to 3 times as heavy. I think I took the price tag off already, but I want to say these were $3.99. And this actually is another brand by Clark's. This is Indigo by Clark's. I've never found these before, so I'm not sure how they do. The comps in this similar like wooden heel mule clog were in like the 22 to $30 range, I think, depending on the color. This is just like um an olive green suede with rivets and a wooden sole. So they should do pretty good. I've sold similar clogs with wooden soles and rivets like that. That style seems to be popular. These, I'm not sure what I was picking up. I've sold land. This is Land's End, and it's like a cheaper end version of Bourne Merrill, like clogs, mules. They even kind of look kind of cheap, but they were $3.99, and I think that they were 50 or 75% off. And that's probably the only reason I picked these up. They're in pretty good condition. A little bit of creasing, but not bad. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with those. Okay. Next up is SAS, which apparently stands for San Antonio Soul or San Antonio Shoes. I learned that on Tino the Soul Advisor's interview in the green room. So if you don't follow the guys from the green room, Bonafide, Rakin, you should watch them. And then also Tino the Soul Advisor is like a shoe wizard. Like he knows everything. But these were $4.99. And a while ago, I wouldn't have paid that, but they're in really good condition. And SAS shoes, like they sell consistently, and a lot of them are lighter, so some will go first class. Those will go on a padded flat rate, and I think I want to say in like the 20 to 25 range. This is a pair of women's Dr. Scholl's. It's kind of like it's, I don't know, it's not, I want to say a Chelsea boot, but it's not a Chelsea boot. It's an ankle zip boot, and I believe this is actually like a man-made material. It doesn't really feel like leather, but they were $3.99, and I think I can get 20 to 25 for these. I know that these aren't the most exciting type of shoes to sell, but it's like I can find these brands all the time. Like every time I go out, I find them. And they sell well, so they're good bread and butter in between like the more exciting things to sell. This is actually a pair of Volcom flip flops, and I picked these up because they were either 25 or 50 cents, and they'll ship first class. And summer's right around the corner, so. Got some more loafers, both like air soles, Mary Jane air soles. It had to be a mistake because when I was looking up comps on these, I found this exact shoe because it actually has inside right here, it actually has the model name, which is it's the Uncle Graham. And I was looking at currently listed shoes, and one of them was marked at like over $100. It was like $115, and that had to be a mistake because the sold comps were much less. They're like in the $15 to $25 range. These must have been on a tag sale, but just women's black suede Dr. Scholl loafers. They were $3.99, but I think pink was 75% off, so $1, maybe $2 if they were 50% off. This is a brand that I feel kind of dumb about because up until yesterday, I've always skipped these. I had no idea that there was resale value or just how much these cost to begin with. And these are Skechers Shape Ups. I honestly thought that these were just like, I thought that these were cheap, like very not worth it. These ones are actually like brand new without like the boxer tags. It actually, one of them actually had a sticker on it, and it must have came off. But Goodwill was asking $7.99, and these were half off because pink was half off, and so I paid $3.50. And apparently, the Skechers Shape Ups are valuable because these made it one day before they sold. I don't remember what, I think I listed them at 40 something, and I was running a sale, and they were up for like less than 12 hours, and I want to say that they sold for 35, so that was a good flip. And they sell well used too, so definitely like when you find ones that aren't thrashed, if you know they're in good condition or if they're a decent color, pick them up because apparently shape ups sell really well. And I've heard that men's shape ups sell even better because they're harder to find. Okay, I've been getting lucky with sandals lately. These are Papilio. I don't know. It's the brand by Birkenstock. It's basically a very similar sandal to Birkenstock. These are in great shape. Practically new. Like there's no footprint. There's no wear on the inside. There's no wear to the sole. You can check out like the cork sole, like it's not crumbling. The sealant isn't dried out or whatever. And comps for these were between like 40 and 60 bucks. I paid $4.99 for these, and they are a 7. Now these Birkenstocks seem to run a little big. They do run big. I mean, because I have a pair and I wear a smaller size than anything else. So I would say that this is a pretty good size, and they're in really good shape. I think I listed these at $49.99. I really don't think that they'll last that long before they sell, so I'll let you guys know how that does. We have some girls Sperry topsider. I don't know if these are the lanyards. No, these are the angelfish, kind of like a tan leather with a pink plaid canvas, and I paid $4.99 for these, which is kind of pricey for youth shoes, but Sperry's seem to do pretty good. And they had the pink leather laces. They're in good shape, good color. So I know that I can still get at least 20 for those, even though they're youth. And these are even smaller. These are boys, I want to say 12, but it's been a while since I found some Chacos, and these are Chaco shoes. Blue suede at that. Green sole, good shape. They got a little bit of wear, like a fading on the toe, but they were $2.99. They were half off that, so I paid $1.50 for these. $1.50 Chacos. It's a good buy. I did pick up one more pair of boys' shoes, and they were also Sperry's, but these were I want to say that's patent leather, penny loafer. They were only a few bucks. I think I already cleaned the price off because all of these shoes are listed already. I bought them yesterday, and then I came home and listed them all. And one more pair of Brooks. We got the Brooks Ghost 6. I actually just realized that it's missing the insoles, so as soon as this video is done, I gotta hop on and edit that list because I would hate to have these sell thinking that there's insoles. But they were $5, really good shape besides the missing insoles. And a lot of serious runners they buy shoes. It's kind of like cyclists. They buy a bike and then they put pedals on. Runners will buy shoes and they put their insoles in. So that's the reason a lot of times that you'll buy high-end running shoes and they don't come with an insole. And that's also kind of why when you're selling running shoes, you want to take a picture of the inside so they can tell how much wear the shoe has been in. So $5. I had these listed at $49, I want to say. I will have to go back and edit them and possibly drop it a few bucks because of the insoles. A few pairs left. First off, we have these vintage Bostonians. I think they're vintage just because I haven't seen any of the newer Bostonians with like this type of sole. They just look old. They're in good condition, but they're definitely broken. And they were $3.99. So Bostonian always seems to do pretty good for me. I will take my chances on this older model, this older look, because a lot of people like vintage stuff and these look old. So I think that they'll probably sit for a minute, but I think that they'll sell just fine. I've been picking up a lot of golf shoes lately. Not a lot. I've been picking up a few golf shoes here and there lately, and it's kind of hit or miss. Like I have a few pairs of FootJoys out in my garage still, and then I've sold some like golf sandals that I've never heard of. But these are the Nike Waverly Last, and they seem to be a fairly popular golf shoe. Um, they're in pretty good condition. The soft cleats, I believe that's what these are called, do have some wear. There's some creasing, but there's no holes. The inside of the shoe is still good. It's fine back here. And when you even like on any pair of Nikes, if you look at the tag, I can't really show you. These have the name right above the tag, the Waverly Last, and then you can also search by the number on Nike tags, which is nice. So, what did I pay for these? I think that they were $3.99. I don't remember what I listed them at. We'll see how they do. Hopefully, they'll be in a sales update video in the future. And I'm a little biased, but these I think are the coolest pair of shoes that I picked up yesterday. And these are Sidi mountain biking shoes. They have Velcro straps with the ratchet at the top. A lot of I'm like 90% sure that these are mountain biking cleats, because a lot of road shoes these will be flat. You don't really have any need to have like a cleat on a road biking shoe. Unfortunately, my knowledge, even though I love biking, I love mountain biking, and I love to buy and sell anything mountain biking, I've pretty much it's few and far between the amount of shoes that I find. And when you find them in a thrift store, they're almost always worth it. Like I found vintage Nike cleats or clipless shoes that I've bought and flipped, and they've been profitable. So I just know that they're usually always good. But to know what ones are really good, I recently learned that Sidi is like one of like the Nutter Butter brands, and I learned that from Bonafide Hustler or Badam, whichever channel you follow of his. And I got these for $2.99, half off that, so $1.50. They are a very small size. These are women's 36, which I don't know exactly what that transfers to, but it's smaller than a 6. I know that. If you find a pair of Sidi shoes and they have like carbon fiber soles, they go from like the $50-$60 range up to like $100, $200 or more. They can get very expensive very quickly. These and from the best of my research, these are not carbon fiber. They don't look like they're carbon fiber. They were in pretty good shape, and I may have undersold them because I think that they went for about $50 very quickly. Like I listed them yesterday afternoon, and they sold within the evening. So I'm actually waiting on payment right now. If for some reason the person doesn't pay, I will probably do a little more research and possibly mark these up even more. So definitely keep your eyes open for Sidi, SIDI. Like I said, mountain biking shoes, they have like a bit of a cleat. Road bike shoes will be they'll be kind of flat. This is where the part that like clips into the shoe. However, it doesn't have the part. There would be a part that attaches to the shoe that clips into the pedal. That part's not nearly as important as the shoe. People are buying it for the shoe. So just take a picture, and typically like you can get either 2-bolt or 3-bolt clips for your pedals. So look into it. I actually found these were not in the shoe section. These were in like the sporting goods section, and people they never go through that. Every time I found a pair of clipless shoes, they're in the sporting goods section, and it's not something that people typically go to the thrift store to try to find. So it's worth it to you to swing through that area to look for a pair of these. Pretty much any clipless shoes at a thrift store are going to be worth it, or will be a good flip. So that's the last pair of shoes. This video is already almost 20 minutes, so I'm going to hold off on the close. I'm going to check the quality of this video later and decide whether I'm going to do the close as a live haul or just record it and then upload it, because the quality will be a little bit better. Most likely I'm going to split that into 2 videos because I bought quite a bit. I did get some cool stuff, so I want to make sure I get it up to show you guys. If you like the video, like it, leave it a thumbs up, share, comment. Let me know if you found any cool shoes this week and how sales are going. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It helps me, lets me know you guys want to watch the videos, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.